Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Oh my goodness, I have lipstick on my teeth. Welcome to live. Welcome to live. Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Today's the 18th of February. I am Jen, and this is Level Up Live. Happy to have you all here. And the chat is hopping today. This is what happens when CME is not on. Everybody gets a little antsy and starts hopping in early. So let's say good morning. So first one in today was Denise from Bone Tired Travelers. Hi, Denise. Thanks so much for coming in. And New Horizons Above and Beyond. Hi, thank you so much for being here. Hats on a Mission. Good morning. I just found your channel this morning. Thanks to Eddie and Sub. So looking forward to your content. Thank you so much for being here. Great to have you in. And my first Scott, Ryan Scott, reporting for duty. Thanks so much for coming in, Ryan. Appreciate you being here. So glad that you guys are saying hi to each other. That always keeps things moving. Awesome to have you here. And shouting out, Ryan! So let's see who else is here. We've got Christine. For some reason, my comments are not clicking. There we go. There's Christine. Hey, hi, good morning. Thanks so much for being here. Great to have you in. And Tribe should have worked. Hashtag Tribe should drop your link for your YouTube channel, so that way it should work. Try it again if it didn't work the first time. You definitely didn't get it wrong. You got it right. And Chet is here. Thank you so much for coming in from Sea Leg Journeys. Hope you and Robin are doing well. Great to have you here. More shout outs to Denise, Chet, Chet Mix, which is one of my favorites. Love that that's trademarked. So that is a great thing. So anyone heard from John Gaylor? I had not heard from John this morning, so haven't seen him yet. Nope, haven't heard from him. Here he is, John Gaylor, mod extraordinaire, and John Crawford saying happy Tuesday. Thanks for coming in. There you are. Hadn't seen you around, and we all hope you are well. So great to have you here. Let's try this again. And it looks like Nightbot finally woke up for Denise and dropped the link. And for whatever floats your boat, finally it worked. Fantastic. So let's see. I only need to get to 100. Well, let's see if we can't get you there. YouTube deleted 10 of your new subs the other night. I hate when that happens. Folks, when you go and you sub to a new channel, make sure that you watch some of their content, like, comment, have some interaction there. Otherwise, the algorithm can sometimes bounce you. So that's not always the great thing. So we've got John Crawford and John Gaylor. So I've got more Johns than Scotts right now. So I'm on my way to being compliant with having a trio of Johns in the house rather than a trio of Scotts in the house. So thank you. I hope you like the background today. I went with something frozen because it is really cold in northern Illinois right now. It is below zero. It is -6 degrees right now. We're up from -7. So yeah, I hate when that happens. If you don't watch 3 minutes, then you see subs dropping all the time. It's that crazy thing with the 3 minutes, because sometimes I go to a new channel and I watch a few shorts. So I don't know if that totals up to the 3 minutes or how exactly that works. But yeah, that's like kind of a magic number there. So Angie went over 100 Sunday night, then the YouTube gremlins raided her. No, that's terrible. Yeah, that's exactly what happens. You've been up and down by 5 over the last week. Just got back to 988 after gaining a few more after losing 5. Ryan, make sure to drop hashtag tribe And let's see if we can't get Ryan up over 1,000 and get him monetized, because yeah. Oh my God, -5. Yeah, it is ridiculously cold. So Chet says that his numbers, subs have been bouncing. Hey, Captain Billy is here. Ahoy there, everybody. Ahoy there, Jen. The real captain is here. I have a new kitty in my life, Elton. He's almost 6 months old. He has Russian blue jeans. Oh my goodness, I bet that he is so handsome. Can't wait to see him. I will have to check out pictures. Ahoy there, folks saying ahoy. So, total of 3-minute watch time for the channel. Okay, thank you so much, Ryan, for clarifying that. So, ahoy there, Squeaky Chat. Fantastic. And Ryan dropping his link. Yes. Make sure that you go over there and you check out PK Adventures Travels, and if you haven't subscribed already, make sure to subscribe. And again, interact with the site. Watch some content and interact. Leave a comment. See what's going on over there. So fantastic. Sounds about right. Yeah, that's okay. So Captain Billy is saying, ahoy there, semi-shirtless honorary / temporary captain of the color guard drumline, Ryan. Ryan's title is getting longer every time. That is a true story. So Elton looking good in blue jeans like his cousin Trouser Cat. That is hilarious. Najuma, thank you so much for coming in. Awesome to have you here. That is too funny. Now I can't get like the image of Trouser Cat out of my head, and that AI image of Trouser Cat just standing there looking all crabby with his little high-waisted pants on. Too funny. So anyway, yes, it is freezing here this morning. It is below 0, and the real feel is well below 0. So I thought that a frosty background kind of went with what was going on. It's certainly not my mood. My mood would be much more like the beach to actually do that. I would much prefer a warmer temperature, but yeah. Do I sound super staticky today? Ooh. Okay, hang on. Let me see if I can't fix that. Let's see if that's any better. There was a little static noise, so thank you for pointing that out. I appreciate that. And yes, Trouser Cat wearing Martin Short-esque pants. I used to love when Martin Short did that bit, I must say. And he would dance around. That was so funny. Ed Grimley was the character. So hopefully that's much better and is not nearly as staticky. So yay, I'm staticky. That's better. Hooray, so much better. Fantastic. Thank you so much for letting me know, because otherwise I would have just been here chatting away and having no idea that I sounded weird and staticky. So glad that is better. So I know the weather has been absolutely crazy all over. So that's, oh, more gooder. Okay, that is the technical. And thank you for dropping #tribe. There is the link. That is so much better. Remember that Nightbot is trained to do a few things. So if you'd like to share out the link to Helping Hands for Cruising, go ahead and do HH4C for Helping Hands for Cruising, and that will drop their link to their new website. So even if you've seen the Helping Hands for Cruising website before, you should go over and check it out again, because it is definitely updated and it is fantastic. And Ross from Orange Cone Blog doing a great job of dropping coffee to drop a link for Helping Hands for Cruising. If you already order your coffee online or your tea, why not order it online and have 25% of the proceeds go to Helping Hands for Cruising? You don't have to do anything else. Just order your favorite coffee and Helping Hands for Cruising benefits. The other thing that's going on is popcorn. So we are doing a popcorn fundraiser too. And again, yummy snacks, this time 50% benefits Helping Hands for Cruising. They've got all kinds of different popcorns from sweet to savory and also cookies too. So make sure that you check them out and place your order. I believe there's another 2 weeks or maybe only 13 days left on the popcorn fundraiser. So don't wait. If you're a fan of popcorn, order it. And again, why not benefit Helping Hands for Cruising at the same time? Ross saying his hello. So great to have you here. So your breakfast is so delightful. Oh, okay, because the weather outside is frightful, but your breakfast is so delightful. You had tornadoes Saturday night. Oh my goodness, and tonight is going to be 18. You do not live in a place where it should be 18 degrees. That is fantastic. Yeah, the cost of eggs is frightful. That's for sure. I saw somebody actually posted a picture of a carton of eggs, a dozen eggs that had slipped and had fallen onto like the door of the refrigerator and the floor. So all of the eggs were totally smashed. And the caption was, "There goes my 401k." So that made me laugh because, yeah, that is true right now. So yeah, helping, excuse me, that's mean this time. That's not the mic. Helping Hands for Coffee. And an omelet is delightful. I actually had an omelet yesterday. Chef Todd had to go in for a routine procedure, so he was in and unconscious and having a nice nap thanks to propofol. And I went out for breakfast and had a lovely omelet. So the coffee program offers a large variety of coffees and teas, including single origin organics and free trade, K-cups, whole bean and ground, something for all tastes. Ross is like Mr. Sales Guy here this morning, but absolutely, that is so true and so fabulous. And like I said, if you are already ordering your coffee online, why not benefit a charity at the same time? You can still get your Java fix and just do a good deed simultaneously. The Amish lottery is now up to 6 dozen eggs. Holy cow! I had heard 4. Then the other day it was 5 dozen. Now it's up to 6 dozen eggs. Holy cow! You know what's funny is my mom actually, every time she gets frustrated with technology, she manages to somehow call me and say, "That's it, I'm becoming Amish. I can't deal with it anymore." So that is always a thing. So make sure you are using Nightbot and dropping your links, because you know what, this morning I realized that there were a couple of people on Eddie's channel who I was not subscribed to. I thought I was. I could have sworn I was. And again, maybe YouTube bounced me. Maybe I was at one time and YouTube disconnected me. So make sure that you're all connected to each other and all supporting each other. That makes just a stronger community and a better community. So our topic today is wisdom over wrinkles. So I wanted to talk a little bit about life lessons that we have learned along the way. And not all life lessons necessarily come with age. Sometimes life lessons come early on. So I know some of my biggest life lessons happened very early, happened when I was in my early to mid 20s, I would say. So it all depends. So yeah. Now, Weird Al sang that song about Amish living in Amish paradise. That's right. He sang it to Gangster's Paradise. Love Weird Al. The funny thing is that the plant-based egg products are now cheaper than real eggs by 50%. Holy cow. I hadn't priced that out, Ross, but that is crazy. That is not the way it used to be. Nightbot is just reminding you to subscribe if you haven't already. We're up to 150 subscribers. Woohoo! So, next goal, 1,000,000. We can do it. Actually, I don't know what my next goal is. I just want to really grow the channel over the next like 5, 6 years and have something to do and something to entertain myself when I retire. So we'll see how that goes. Most of my life lessons, I was a young military wife. I was also Christine. My ex-husband was Navy, and we were stationed at a few different locations, a couple of different ports, and I learned a lot as a young military wife. I learned a lot as a young mother. I had my first the same year that I turned 21. So it was actually funny. I was living in Florida at the time, and the drinking age was 19. So it really didn't matter because I was pregnant and I was 20, so I wasn't drinking anyway. But I came back to Chicago to visit my parents right after the baby was born, and some of my friends took me out. And when we went to the club, I wasn't allowed in because I wasn't 21 yet. And I was like, I have my baby at home. I'm not old enough to go in here just because it's a 21 and over bar. So yeah, that was kind of weird. That was before there was a unified 21 age across the US. So Ross is saying that he looks at life from a unique perspective. I'm stuck in the drive-through and sometimes feel that life is a bag of food. You never know what you're going to get. That is very true. And the older I get, the less I plan. Wasn't that during Prohibition? Oh my gosh, Billy. Yes, yes, it was so long ago. It was during Prohibition. We were drinking bathtub gin, and I couldn't get in because I wasn't old enough at the speakeasies. So, yes, I am a senior level. I don't know that I'm quite that senior, but that's awesome. I love that. Oh my gosh. You know, one time we actually, I had a very good friend who lived in Austin, Texas. And there was a club down there that was designed like a Prohibition era speakeasy. So the entrance was like off of an alleyway, and they had the little sliding opening where you could just see the doorman's eyes, and you had to like have a password to get in, and it was a lot of fun. It was a good time. There's yeah, it was a very good time. So you cracked Chet up with that one, Billy. So you level up on Sunday to level 57. Oh, Ross, here we go. I will tell you that one of my school mates, his birthday is today, and he and I are the same age, so he just is achieving level 59, which I am looking forward to in June. It is my last level in my 50s, so it is the last of the 50 levels, and next year begins level 60 and above, so the really senior levels, so we'll see how that goes. And, but happy birthday early, Ross. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful special day and do something to celebrate. Every level is something to celebrate, whether you learn a fabulous life lesson or not. So, one level closer to Betty White level. Yes, 99. Absolutely. You know what? If I am as sharp as Betty White was, I want to live to be that old. If I'm not, I don't think so. I don't think it would be nearly as much fun. But I have no problem being into like level 90s and stuff. And I have a long family history of women who live long, healthy lives. So I haven't really followed the healthy life so far, with all of my chronic stuff. But yeah, but it's great. So you plan to level up to George Burns level. Oh, so we're going for triple digits. I like that. I like going to George Burns level. He was fantastic. I was a huge fan of George Burns. My mother was actually a big fan of the old George and Gracie show. So we would watch reruns of that, and we would actually listen in the car, on like family trips. We would listen to old radio broadcasts even of the George and Gracie show. So that was crazy. George Burns was really ingrained in my childhood. So yeah, loved him, loved his movies, loved his comedy, all of that. So definitely miss him. So I would settle for Betty White or George Burns if I could be as like as lucid and with it as they were. So Ross is saying he's determined to see man colonize Mars. I don't know how far off that is, Ross. The way that some of the tech is moving, that may be something that you get to see and live many, many levels past even seeing that. That's a cool thing to see though. So back to my life lessons. I learned, okay, so it starts in 2035. Oh, that's around the corner. 10 years. We're going to blink and that's going to be here. That's nothing. So men are from Mars, already done, Ross, and women are from Venus. Oh my gosh, do you remember that book? That was one of those books that was it kind of pigeonholed people in stereotypes, but it was so incredibly accurate that it was like, yeah, you'd be reading that and you're like, yeah, that is how I communicate. Yeah, that is how my partner communicates. That definitely reminded me of that. So I had a lot of life lessons, but so men are from Mars, women are from Venus, and Billy, you are from Uranus. Oh, Groner, that was that was funny, Ross. You got me there. So I would say that I learned a number of life lessons just by virtue of being a younger mom. So I know when my daughter was like in preschool, most of the parents were like 10 years older than Todd and I. We were in our early 20s, and most of them were in their early 30s. And they were at some different points in their lives. And I also had a very good friend who lived on the same street as we did, who had twins the same age as our daughter. And their twin girls, although they were the same age, they had waited to have kids until they were in their 40s. So this couple had both like had full careers, like, 20 years in their careers, and then decided to have kids. And we were kind of in this just starting out phase of our lives and our careers and raising kids. And they were at this very, very different point. So I think that there is some wisdom to be learned, and there are some life lessons to be learned no matter what order you do things in. So Ross, as far as like never knowing what you get, I agree with that. I mean, the older that I get, the fewer plans that I make that are like carved in stone because I know things can change so rapidly. I mean, that's one of the reasons why on a practical side, that I always have travel insurance because you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's around the corner and you don't know what could possibly happen. I mean, it really, it could be anything. Uh, Chef Todd is coming up in May on his 1 year anniversary from when he had his heart attack. That was one of those out of the blue. He was driving home on a Friday and had a heart attack behind the wheel kind of moment. So that's unexpected. Life is unexpected. You don't know what you're going to get. And John remembers Santa Conquers the Martians. Now, did you watch Santa Conquers the Martians just watching the movie, or did you watch it with Mystery Science Theater 3000 with the commentary? Because that was hilarious. And Denise is saying that she was also a young parent with the twins, older parents when you had your daughter. So I'm sure that you learned different lessons with the different parenting experiences. So I'm sure that you had some experiences with the twins that were like young parent revelations, and then with your daughter, as things were modifying and things were changing, and you were at a different point in your life, other things became issues and other things became concerns. So I think there's definitely wisdom to be gained all along. Now, Denise, you said it's so much easier the second time around. I Was that because it was the second time going through, or because you were a little bit older and you had more life experience? What do you think that was? So Ross is trying to give his great nephew life lessons. He's had a lot already. His childhood was not good and he doesn't know how to handle life. Well, it's good that you're there and it's good that you're, able to coach him and things like that and to give advice because everybody needs that. So it was a Thanksgiving tradition to watch Santa Conquers the Martians. That is an awesome tradition. I love that because that is an interesting movie. So you think it was both? You think it was a bit of both, Denise, that it was the second time around and being older parents? I would have to agree with that. Your sons were born when I was 15 and 17. So talk about being a young parent. Yes, definitely. I had a fan letter I wrote and read on the air of MST3K when you were 12 years old. Oh, you are famous. Was it Joel Hodson who read your letter? Because Joel was my favorite. That is really cool. One's the nerd, Billy. Absolutely, always a nerd. Absolutely. I am a proud nerd. I am so much of a nerd that I go to San Diego Comic-Con every year for the pop culture and the comics and all of that. So that is fantastic. So Joel was the host. Loved that show. It was so awesome. Oh my gosh, we are running out of time. I have just been chatting away with everyone, and yes, so it's good to be a nerd. It's good to be a nerd. I like it. It helps a lot. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Level Up Live. I hope wherever you are that if you are warm today, you stay cool. If you are cold today, you stay warm. And I hope you have a great day. And Denise is reminding you to hit the like. Please do. It helps the algorithm. It feeds the YouTube gods. So why not? It doesn't cost anything and it helps the channel. I hope you can all join me again on Thursday morning for another episode of Level Up at the same time, and on Sunday mornings for Brunch and BS at 11:30 a.m. Eastern. I hope you all have a terrific day, and remember to level up every day. Love you. Bye.